Calling upon God, Israel's distinctive act of worship and dependence. Genesis 4:26. And to Seth, to him also there was born a son, and he called his name Enos. Then began men to call upon the name of the Lord. Explanation. This verse marks an early instance of invoking God's name. It signifies the beginning of a formal approach to seeking God's guidance, reflecting a deep sense of dependence on Him. This act of calling upon God marks the descendants of Adam as distinct in their recognition of God's sovereignty and their relationship with Him. Genesis 12:8. And he removed from thence unto a mountain on the east of Bethel, and pitched his tent, having Bethel on the west, and Hai on the east. And there he builded an altar unto the Lord, and called upon the name of the Lord. Explanation. Here, Abraham, the forefather of Israel, builds an altar to God, a direct act of worship and reliance upon God. Calling upon God was both an act of devotion and a way to reaffirm the covenant promises given to his seed. It served to set Israel apart as a nation in a covenantal relationship with God, unique among the nations. Genesis 26:25. And he builded an altar there, and called upon the name of the Lord, and pitched his tent there. And there Isaac's servants digged a well. Explanation. Isaac, Abraham's son, also calls upon the name of the Lord, continuing the pattern of reliance and worship established by his father. This calling upon God underscored the need for divine provision and protection, particularly significant as he settled in the Promised Land. For Israel, this showed continuity in honoring God across generations. 1 Chronicles 16:8, Psalm 105:1. Give thanks unto the Lord, call upon his name, make known his deeds among the people. Explanation. In this passage, calling upon God is seen as a communal act of worship and testimony. It calls for thanksgiving and a proclamation of God's mighty acts, emphasizing Israel's role as a witness to God's works. Israel was set apart to declare God's power and faithfulness to other nations, reinforcing their unique relationship with Him. Psalm 86:5. For thou, Lord, art good and ready to forgive, and plenteous in mercy unto all them that call upon thee. Explanation. This verse emphasizes God's mercy and forgiveness toward those who call upon Him. Here, calling upon God is a plea for help and forgiveness, highlighting the importance of turning to God in humility and repentance. For the Israelites, it was an assurance that, despite their failures, God's mercy was available if they would seek Him sincerely. Psalm 116:2-17. Because he hath inclined his ear unto me, therefore will I call upon him as long as I live. I will offer to thee the sacrifice of thanksgiving, and will call upon the name of the Lord. Explanation. The psalmist's commitment to calling upon God as long as he lives demonstrates unwavering dependence on divine provision. Calling upon God here combines with gratitude, making it an enduring act of faith. This affirms Israel's identity as a people dedicated to acknowledging God's role in every aspect of life, especially in worship and thanksgiving. Job 27:10. Will he delight himself in the Almighty? Will he always call upon God? Explanation. Job questions the consistency of a man's reliance on God, particularly in adversity. It raises the question of whether one will persist in calling upon God even when circumstances are challenging. This serves as a reminder to Israel that steadfast faith, even in trials, was essential to their covenant relationship with God, a principle that would set them apart. 2 Timothy 2:22. Flee also youthful lusts, but follow righteousness, faith, charity, peace, with them that call on the Lord out of a pure heart. Explanation. Paul encourages Timothy to join those who call upon God with a sincere heart, urging the Israelites to live righteously as a community that seeks God earnestly. This verse aligns with the exclusive doctrine that Israel is a holy, set-apart people who must rely on God, reinforcing the distinctiveness of their covenant and calling. In these passages, calling upon God represents a significant, ongoing practice for Israel, a means of expressing dependence, gratitude, and covenant loyalty to God. This act serves as a reminder of their unique role and identity as God's chosen people.